Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Wilson here with our lesson of today, and today's lesson is going to be on double-digit subtraction with regrouping. We've already done a lesson on double-digit subtraction without regrouping, and we've been learning about that, and today we're going to talk about with regrouping. It can be a little trickier, I know, but we can do this together. We're going to figure this out, and we're going to become experts. So our big idea, again, is double-digit subtraction. And my hope is that at the end of this lesson, you will be able to subtract two-digit numbers with and without regrouping. We've already done with. This lesson is going to be without, we've already done without. This lesson is going to be with regrouping. So today I'm going to share with you a poem to help you with double-digit subtraction. And here is our poem. Our poem goes like this. More on the top, no need to stop. More on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. Numbers the same, zero's the game. And today we're going to really be talking about this part of our poem, which is the big part where we have to do some regrouping, and that can get a little tricky. So we're going to remember our poem. We've been learning this, and we're going to make sure we remember this in our lesson of regrouping, because that's very important. I'm going to put our poem down. And I'm going to give you our problem today. Here's our problem. Our problem is 64 take away 28. That's what we need to solve today. So how are we going to do that? Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to show you using our base 10 blocks. And we've been doing that in class, and we know that those are really great. They're hands-on manipulatives. They work great, and we can actually show what we're doing. It's very important to know why we're doing something and how we're doing it using hands-on learning before we actually get to the traditional algorithm. So that's what we're going to do first. So I'm going to show you right here what I've got. And I've got our little problem all lined up for us. So I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. 64, and I need to take 28 away from that. Well, there's a problem here because I can't take, when I always have to do the ones place first, and we've talked about that, always the ones place first. I can't take 8 ones away from 4 ones. So what am I going to do, my friends? What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to go back to my poem, and it says more on top, no need to stop. Well, our problem doesn't have that. More on the floor? Yes, that's what our problem has. Go next door and get 10 more. And this is what we're going to do right now using our blocks. We're going to do that. So if I go back here to our problem, I'm going to have to take a 10 from the 60. So I'm taking one away, and all I'm doing is I'm just breaking it up. I'm not changing the problem. I'm just breaking up that 10 into ones because that's what a 10 is. We know that. A 10 is just 10 ones. So I'm breaking it up now. There I have it. And now I'm going to recount my ones and make sure I know how many ones I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14. Well, that's so great because guess what? Now I have more on top. I have 14 ones. Just like my poem said, they're doing a different problem, but I have 14 in my problem, and I can take those 8 away. So I'm going to do that now, showing you with the blocks. We're also going to solve the problem together, don't worry, with our pen and paper in just a second. Let's take away those 8 ones now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see how many ones we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically 14, take away 8 is 6. That's what our problem is telling us. You'll see that in a minute. And then I have to take away my 2 10s, 10, 20. So I'm going to completely get rid of these. So we can now see what we have left. And we have 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, so we have 36. Now let's go to our traditional way and see if it turns up with 36 too. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to. Tell your mom and dad right now if you think this problem is going to work out both ways. Is it going to be special for us? Well, let's find out. Let's take our little problem here. So we're going to take our paper. Here was our problem. 64, take away 28. That was our big problem. So we're going to go down here. And here's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to take, what I've got to do is the same thing I did with the blocks, right? And I'm going to say to myself, oh, I better say the poem again. What do I have to do? More on the top in the ones place? Nope. More on the floor in the ones place? Go next door and get 10 more. All right, let's do that. So I have to go next door. So here's my problem. And I don't have enough ones. There's more on the floor. I have to go next door over here to the 6. I cross it out. And let me make our lines here so it's easier for us. So this is how I'm lining up my problem. I have to cross out that 60 and I have to make it a 50 now. And I'm going to make us boxes like we've done before with our problems at the top. Just like so. There's our problem so far. So my 10, what does my 10 do? It goes over here, all the way over here to the ones place, and it adds to the 4 and becomes 14, just like we did with our manipulatives. And we cross out that 4 because we no longer have 4 ones, we have 14 ones, and we saw that when we were working with our manipulatives. Now I can subtract. Look at that. I'm so excited. I can now subtract. So I'm going to take my 14. I'm going to take 8 away from 14. 14 take away 8. I'm going to turn my paper this way, is 6. And 50 take away 20 is 30. And if you can believe it, it's so exciting. It's so exciting when these things work out. It is 36. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And now I know what I have done works both ways. It not only works when I do the manipulatives, but it also works when I do the traditional way. Boys and girls, there are several other ways to do subtraction, and we've been learning all those strategies, and I'm also going to teach you some of those strategies. But I want to make sure that we can see both a hands-on strategy and the traditional way so that we understand that. And I'm going to go back to my poem again because that's important. I need to know, did I do the right thing? I did, because in my problem, just like in this problem, we had more on the floor, and we had to go next door and get 10 more. We brought it over. We took 8 away from 14 and made it 6. We took 20 away from 50 and made it 30, and our problem is 36. And that was very exciting. It was the same answer that we got. I'm going to bring our blocks back and show you in just a minute. When we did our blocks, our manipulatives, we ended up getting as our answer 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. The same thing that we got when we did that. That is so exciting that we got both the answers in both ways. So that tells you right there that there's several ways to do subtraction. And we're going to be learning even more strategies. But I want to go ahead and give you a problem to solve right now. And then you're going to pause my video and you're going to tell me what your answer is. And your problem is 73 take away 46. All right, boys and girls, that's your problem. I want you to write that down right now. I want you to go ahead and solve that. You can use your blocks at home or you can use the traditional algorithm. Pause the video and then play the video again when you're finished to check your answer. Please do that now. All right, I'm going to go and I'm going to solve this. And once you're back on, you can check your work and see if you solved the problem correctly. I'm going to do my work while you're doing yours. And I set up my boxes. And I said my poem, more on the top, no need to stop, more on the floor, go next door, get 10 more. I had to go next door, and I had to get 10 more. And so my 70 became a 60, and my 3 ones became 13 ones. When I take 6 away from 13, yep, I can do that. And that is 7. Can I take 40 away from 60? Yep, sure can. That is a 2 tens. That's what that stands for, because we have our tens place and our ones place. Don't forget that. Make sure that you remember that. And we can do 13 take away 6 is 7, and 60 take away 40 is 2 tens, or 20. So our answer is 27. If you got 27, give yourself a big pat on the back. That is so, so exciting. I'm so proud of you. And that's been our lesson today on double-digit subtraction with regrouping, which can be hard. And we're going to talk more about that when you get back into class. For now, That's all from Miss Wilson. I'll see you soon.